Hello, good people. This is Fionn with Quality Housing Solutions, and I just wanted to make a quick video to address a question that I have been getting a lot lately, and it is regarding lease with option to purchase, or some people refer to it as lease to own or rent to own. The question is it a good idea? And I'm going to just give you my suggestions and opinion on the matter. Just by discussing three different things. The first thing I want to say is, if you're considering a lease with option to purchase or rent to own, ask yourself why you're considering this. Is it because your credit is not up to par where you can go get a traditional mortgage from a bank right now? If it's a credit issue, you may want to reconsider, because if you sign, say, a lease with option to purchase, the owner of the property generally gives you a certain amount of time where you can rent, and then at the end of that term you can exercise your option to purchase the property. You generally do have to put down something, an amount. It may be $5,000, it may be $10,000, depending on the owner. The terms can vary, but say you put down $5,000, and at the end of that 1 or 2 years that you're renting, you decide to exercise your option to purchase the home. A lot of times that amount of money that you put down will be taken off of the purchase price. You just have to read your agreement to see if that's the case. So if you're not ready and you still can't qualify because you haven't cleaned your credit up in order to qualify for a mortgage, you still may be in the same situation or worse than you were to begin with. And I say or worse because you will have, depending on the contract, will have lost your money that you put down with that owner, because a lot of times that lease with option to purchase states that if you decide not to exercise that option, then that money by default goes to the owner. Okay, a lot of times you don't get that money back. So that's the first thing I would say. Ask yourself why you're doing it. And if it's credit related, you might as well go ahead and straighten your credit up now and get a traditional mortgage whenever you can qualify, because at the end of that term you're going to have to do it anyway. Okay, the second thing I would say is see if the owner of the property is credible, and if he has any references as far as, has he worked with buyers with this process before? What is his success rate? So if he has people who have rented from him and ended up buying, talk with a few of them just to check his references. If he says, no, I've never done it before, then you might want to run the other way, because that means that he has a 0% success rate, and you're the guinea pig pretty much. So, you know, if you're going to do this program, which I don't work with this program at all, the lease with option to purchase or rent to own, and most realtors don't. A lot of realtors don't. I won't say most, but a lot in this area don't specialize in that. But you will need to make sure that you're working with a program that is credible, or a landlord or owner that is credible and has knowledge of the program and has references that you can readily check. Okay. The third thing I want to say is, before you sign anything, make an appointment to have a consultation with a real estate attorney to review the contracts with you. Most of the times you'll have two contracts. You'll have a lease, and then you'll have an option contract. You'll have at least two contracts for a real estate attorney to review. Make sure that he goes over the terms with you to make sure that there's language in there that protects you and not just the owner of the property. A lot of times if you just go ahead and sign the contract that the owner gives you, it's one-sided and it has no protections in there for you. I have a friend who did the lease with option to purchase several years ago. She had signed a contract with the gentleman, and she had put down about $5,000-$6,000 and got into the house, and she was making her payments on time and making every attempt to get her credit straight. Anyway, about a year into the 2-year lease term, the house went into foreclosure. Even though she was making her rent payments, that owner was not making his mortgage payments. So the bank took the house, and in order for her to get the money that she had put down, she had to go through this long litigation process, which was expensive and time consuming. So I say that to say this: if you're going to do it, you need to have an attorney to look over the contract to make sure that there's nothing in there that could really screw you over in the long run. Okay, so that is my quick message about the lease with option to purchase programs. I specialize in selling homes. If you have a home that you want to sell, I can help you with that. Or if you want to purchase a home the traditional route, I can help you with that also. So hit me up. My contact information is below. All right. Until next time. Bye.